thought I'd do a review on one of my favourite perfumes, fragrance, scent, whatever you want to call it. Candy by Prada. I keep it in this cellophane outer wrapper to keep the box nice. I'm funny, finicky, fussy like that, so yeah. Just get the bottle out and show you. I've sprayed some on earlier, so hang on. I did spray some earlier. You've seen the yeah. It's nothing special really. The bottle's got an indentation in there underneath there. It's got a nice... Now when I first saw this, I was fiddling about, pressing that, thinking it was one of those that you press the outer top, and I was trying to think this top bit came off and that the sprayer thing was that, but of course it isn't. It's a bit... hang on. Yeah, the whole thing lifts off, you see. It's a bit stiff, and then it just leaves a little bottle like that, which you spray, and I don't need to spray it. When you first put it on fresh, it's yeah, to be honest, it's doesn't exactly smell expensive smelling that you might expect, but seeing as it's from Prada. I like it because it's the type of perfume I like. It reminds me a little bit, I'd say it's in the same family to a slight degree as the Fantasy by Britney. To a slight degree, it's in the same family as that, only not. No, Britney's got an edge to it that one hasn't got. And what other one would I say is similar to it? It's not exactly like... I keep my favourites to hand. It's not exactly like the lovely Pink Sugar, that delectable... Oh, do I match? We're in stripes. No, I don't really. But it's not like Pink Sugar. Pink Sugar's my favourite. It's altogether far more sweet and nice and sugary, and it's similar to this, and this got slightly more of a burnt sugar, the hard candy fragrance, eau de toilette, whatever. But I know I meander all around the houses, but I'm trying to think of one that's similar that you may have smelt if you are curious about this one. I'm just wondering, does it remind me slightly of Pink Friday by Nicki Minaj? I can't find that one at the moment, my Nicki Minaj one. I don't want to have to be looking for it and then... No, I'll have to be looking for it and hunting around, and it would take too much time. And I don't really think it's like that. But it's disappointing in the sense that, oh, I should say it's disappointingly cheap smelling compared to the fact, not compared to the fact, it's disappointingly cheap smelling in view of the fact that it's by Prada and you would expect it to smell more expensive. It hasn't got a lot of staying power. Like the hard candy one will last all day. This one, I find, on me anyway, is worn off at the end of the day. But I do like it. But I'm just wondering, is it similar to Showtime by Kylie? Or that Katie Price? But no, I think it's not exactly the same as any of those, but I do have to be honest, it's not something that's immediately recognisable, that if you smelt someone wearing this, you're not going to think, oh, that's Candy by Prada. Oh yeah, she's wearing, or he is wearing Prada candy. You're not going to automatically think that. In a way, it reminds me of the free samples that companies like Yves Rocher send through the post, and Dr. Pierre Rica, they send free samples of, and it reminds me a bit of that. But I do like it. I do like this one, and I hadn't found it for a while, but I've found it again now. But it's sweet without being like, oh yeah, that's vanilla, that's sugar. So we've got the sweetness, but it's also got like a floral degree as well. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact notes. I can't tell you what the different notes are in it, but and it doesn't tell you on here. with the hard candy one, it gives you a rundown, a list of all the different ingredients, elements in it. And I'm sorry if it annoys people that I don't know the just wondering if it's similar to this one by New Look, Pure Dusk. I tried some of this on last night. Ooh, top comes off on this one very easily, which is not good. If you try and lift it up, the top just comes straight off. No, this is more. This does smell sort of cheaper, I think. But I mean, it's all right. I don't mind that one, but it's not something I'd reach for necessarily straight away. But this is still one of my favourites. But I don't know what else to tell you apart from that. It is in the gourmand family of the sugary ones, but I'd say it's sort of like nudging it. It's slightly in there without being in there fully. I mean, it's certainly not like, it doesn't make you think of vanilla. It isn't like the Demeter Library of Fragrance vanilla ice cream, for example. It's not like that. It is, I'd say, yes, sweet like candy, but with a floral element to it and more of a perfumey scent element to it. So it's not, if you think, oh no, I don't want anything that's like pink sugar, it would be like a very poor relation to pink sugar. Yeah, it's not. Pink sugar's got that real full-on sweet, my favourite scent of all time, next to hard candy, and then I think Britney's Fantasy. But this one looks like it's trying to take inspiration from them, but with like a mix of like freesia floral type, not necessarily freesias, but maybe some light scent. Oh, I'm sorry if this has gone on ridiculously long, but I'll try to be thorough, and describe it well. So if you're thinking, oh, I might not like that because it might be too sweet and candy-ish, it probably isn't. So you probably might like it if you like classic sort of perfumes that aren't too heavy. It's not an oriental. It's more of a floral with a very slight sweet element to it, a slight sweet tinge to it. So, yeah, I like it anyway. And I know it's difficult to do perfume reviews because it's up to each individual person's taste, because people like different things. But all I can say is the staying power, yes, it lasts, but it's not extremely strong lasting, and it's not going to follow you around in a great cloud of scent. Like, you know, someone passed me the other night, a girl getting on the bus with some bloke, and the smell of this awful cheap smelling perfume she had on, and it did smell cheap smelling. I mean, I don't mean like the Impulse body spray. That's this was like something quite sharp smelling and really intrusive, and it was making me cough. It was really horrible. But this is not like that. It's more subtle. I would hope so, given the price of this, because it's got the name Prada on it. But it's worth a go. If you're wondering, I'd say go into a shop that sells it and then use the tester. But it's nothing totally distinct. It's not like opium. You smell, oh yeah, that's opium. You know that anyway, or Shalimar, because I think those two smell similar. Shalimar and opium smell similar. And the poison one, I'm not too keen on that. I thought I'd like it, but I'm not that keen on the poison. But that's a noticeable one. And this other one that a lot of ladies like to wear, that are not that grey, not ghost, what's it called? It's a grey. I don't like it myself. It's like a typical old lady cologne. That I don't like the smell of it. You often smell it on the bus when that's a very old lady, and it's rather cloying, but not heavy. Oh, I'm going all meandering around the houses, but it's another subject I'm interested in, which is scent, fragrance. So yeah, there we are. Good look at the box. Nice little picture on the box, and worth checking out. But it doesn't smell anything definitely distinct. It doesn't smell expensive. Doesn't smell cheap either. And like I say, it smells like it's trying to be sweet in the sweet sugary family without being really in it, if you see what I mean. So I hope that's been of some use to anyone who was wondering about this one. There's probably videos up about it already, far better than mine. I should have looked first before I did it, but I think it doesn't hurt to get a different take on it from someone totally different. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and and hope everyone's doing well, and hope everyone will have a good Valentine's Day tomorrow. I shall be spending it on my own, and hopefully indulging in a nice candlelit bath. You have to be your own best friend in this world, I'm telling you. But I shan't even see him tomorrow because he'll be here and I'll be at my friend's house. So yeah. Well, I don't know why I'm bothering to say all that, because of course by the time this video goes up it'll be long past Valentine's Day, no doubt. Bye for now.